This is the Indiana case of Sylvia Likens, where a teenager was brutally tortured and murdered by her caregiver and others. Sylvia Likens was a 16-year-old girl whose life was tragically cut short. How did this horrific abuse escalate, and what finally brought the truth to light? Sylvia Likens was the third of 5 children, born to carnival workers who often struggled financially. In July 1965, Sylvia and her sister Jenny were left in the care of Gertrude Banaszewski, a woman they had recently met. Initially, the sisters faced little discipline, but soon, Gertrude's frustrations over late payments from their father led to escalating abuse. Sylvia was singled out for severe mistreatment, including beatings and starvation. As weeks turned into months, the abuse intensified. Sylvia was accused of various misdeeds and subjected to humiliating and degrading treatment. Gertrude, along with her children and neighborhood youths, participated in the torment. Sylvia's younger sister, Jenny, was sometimes forced to partake in the abuse under threat of similar treatment. The abuse Sylvia endured was relentless and brutal. She was beaten, burned, and starved, with her body showing over 150 wounds at the time of her death. Despite the severity of her injuries, the abuse continued, leading to her tragic death. Sylvia's death on October 26, 1965, finally brought the horrific abuse to light. Her autopsy revealed the extent of her injuries and malnutrition, prompting an investigation. The case shocked the community and drew attention to the severity of the abuse she had suffered. As investigators delved deeper, they uncovered the involvement of Gertrude Banaszewski, her children, and several neighborhood youths. The community was appalled by the revelations of the sadistic acts committed against Sylvia. The investigation highlighted the brutal nature of the abuse. The case was described as one of the most diabolical ever to come before a court. The brutality and neglect Sylvia suffered were beyond comprehension, leaving investigators and the public grappling with the enormity of the crime. In May 1966, Gertrude Banaszewski, her children, and the neighborhood youths were tried and convicted for their roles in Sylvia's death. The trial exposed the horrific details of the abuse and the failure of those around Sylvia to intervene. Gertrude was found guilty of first-degree murder and sentenced to life imprisonment, though she was released on parole in 1985. Others involved received varying sentences, with some serving only a few years. The verdicts brought some measure of justice, but the sentences left many questioning the adequacy of the punishment. The case remains a somber reminder of the vulnerability of children and the critical need for vigilance when signs of abuse are present. It underscores the importance of community responsibility in safeguarding the welfare of children. In the end, the case of Sylvia Likens is a somber reminder of the vulnerability of children and the critical need for communities to act when something feels wrong.
This is the story of Daniel McNaughton, a respected Ontario farmer and political figure. His life was marked by public service and community involvement. What can we learn from his contributions and the legacy he left behind? Daniel McNaughton was born in Puslinch Township, Wellington County, Canada West. He later moved to Bruce Township in 1881, where he became an influential figure. McNaughton served on the Township Council and was reeve from 1891 to 1893. His life was dedicated to public service and community involvement. In 1893, McNaughton was elected to the Legislative Assembly of Ontario, representing Bruce North. He initially ran as a Patrons of Industry candidate, later aligning with the Liberal and Liberal Protestant Protective Association. His political career was marked by dedication and a commitment to his constituents. Beyond politics, McNaughton was deeply involved in his community. He became the first president of the Bruce Municipal Telephone System in 1913, serving until 1922. Additionally, he was president of the Underwood Agricultural Society and a member of the local Freemasons. His life ended in 1925, leaving a legacy of service. The death of Daniel McNaughton in 1925 marked the end of an era for his community. His passing was noted, and his contributions were remembered. Despite his prominence, the details of his final days are not extensively documented. As a public figure, MacNaughton's life was often under scrutiny. His death did not prompt a significant public investigation, reflecting the norms of the time. His legacy was more focused on his life's work and achievements. The absence of detailed public records about MacNaughton's death leaves room for reflection on his impact. His contributions to society are well documented, highlighting his dedication to public service and community development. Despite the lack of a formal investigation, MacNaughton's impact on his community is undeniable. His roles in politics and local organizations left a lasting legacy. His death did not diminish the respect he garnered during his lifetime. There was no trial or public verdict regarding MacNaughton's death. His life was celebrated and his contributions were acknowledged. The focus remained on honoring his achievements and the values he represented. MacNaughton's story highlights the complexities of public life and the enduring impact of one's contributions. His legacy prompts reflection on how society remembers its leaders and the importance of service. In the end, the story of Daniel MacNaughton remains a testament to a life of service and dedication, leaving a lasting impact on his community.